Have you ever wondered about the strange and uncommon fears that some people have? Today, we are exploring a fascinating world of phobias that you may have never heard of before. Let's start with dextrophobia, the fear of objects on the right side. Imagine feeling scared or anxious whenever you come across something on your right. It may seem unusual, but for those who suffer from this phobia, it's a real and distressing experience. Have you ever heard of ephebophobia? It's the fear of teenagers. Yes, some people actually fear interacting with teenagers. Hylophobia is another uncommon phobia. It's the fear of trees. Imagine feeling terrified every time you walk through a park or a forest. Somnophobia might sound strange, but it's a real phobia. It's the fear of falling asleep. Just imagine the anxiety of being unable to rest peacefully. Now, let's talk about coulrophobia. It's the fear of clowns. Those painted smiles and colorful costumes can be truly terrifying for some. Ergophobia might be more relatable. It's the fear of work. We all want some days off, but for ergophobes, the thought of work induces extreme anxiety. Plutophobia, on the other hand, is the fear of wealth. Those who suffer from this phobia experience a deep aversion to money and financial success. Geliophobia might surprise you. It's the fear of laughter. Can you imagine being frightened by something so joyful and infectious? Siderophobia is another unusual one. It's the fear of stars. That feeling of insignificance when looking up at the night sky can turn into full-blown terror. Arithmophobia is the fear of numbers. For those who have this phobia, even basic calculations can cause panic and distress. Next up is phobophobia, the fear of fear itself. Can you imagine being terrified of being terrified? This phobia not only causes intense anxiety but also the fear of having a panic attack or experiencing any kind of fear-related symptoms. Triskaidekaphobia, the fear of the number 13. Triskaidekaphobia affects millions of people worldwide, causing anxiety and discomfort. Diapnophobia is a fear that many may find puzzling. It is the fear of dinner conversations. Just the thought of engaging in small talk or social interactions during meals can trigger immense anxiety for those with this phobia. Decidophobia, on the other hand, is the fear of making decisions. While we all struggle with decisions at times, those with decidophobia experience an overwhelming fear of making choices, big or small, and the consequences that come with them. Are you struggling to even pronounce the next phobia? That's because hippopotomonstrosesquipedaliophobia is the fear of long words. Optophobia is the fear of opening one's eyes. This phobia can cause individuals to keep their eyes shut, fearing what they might see. It can be incredibly challenging for these individuals to navigate daily life and engage with the world around them. Linonophobia is the fear of strings. Just the sight or touch of strings or even the thought of them can trigger panic attacks and distress for those with this phobia. Imagine having to avoid clothes with strings or even the sound of a guitar. Vestophobia is the fear of clothing. For those with this phobia, the simple act of getting dressed can be an overwhelming and terrifying experience. The fear of clothing touching their skin often leads to social isolation and discomfort. Xanthophobia is the fear of the color yellow. This phobia can cause individuals to avoid anything yellow, from clothes to furniture, and even fruits and vegetables. It may seem strange to fear a color, but for those with xanthophobia, it's a real and debilitating fear. Lastly, caligynophobia is the fear of beautiful women. While beauty is often admired, for caligynophobes, it becomes a source of overwhelming anxiety. Thanks for watching our video.